Okay, Mike here, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about link swaps. This is a method that I developed a while ago, something I used early on when I was building out my PBN to begin with, and I was really investing a lot of money and a lot of time into building out my PBN. And I was thinking there's got to be an easier way early on with my small 10 site, 20 site network that I could really increase and leverage that power that I had in my investment. So I came up with this PBN swap method. I'm sure this is something that wasn't new when I came up with it. I'm sure people have been doing this for a while. But like I said, when I first came out with this, it really changed the way and the ability that I was able to rank things online. I was able to just buy a couple of PBN sites and then go and rank stuff, and I wouldn't have to invest thousands of dollars. Now, I didn't have a lot of time to make this video, so bear with me. You can look below the video and see everything I'm going to be going over here. This is the original post that I had posted when I came out with the swap method publicly, and I started inviting people to swap with me. So I'm going to go over just a little bit about what the swap method entails, how it works, why it's effective, and just give you an idea how you can do it yourself to increase the links to your website, the PBN links, without having to increase that investment. So looking at the standard PBN method, here's a picture with 12 PBN websites and 3 money sites. So if you have 3 money sites and 12 PBNs, generally you'd link to the money site from the PBNs. And this is the link profile you would kind of get from your private blog network of 12 sites if you have 3 money websites and you link to each one each time. And this is why I'm a big advocate for building different types of links to your site, because if all you do is build PBN links, if you've got a couple of money sites in the same niche, this is what your link profile looks like for your sites. This is a major footprint, so it's something to kind of think about. Now, when I say the PBN swap method, what I'm referring to is the very basic idea of you teaming up with another person. You have a PBN website, they have a PBN website. You put a link on your website to their money site, and they put a link on their PBN website to your money site. So you're just swapping links. You're utilizing their PBN for your site, and they're utilizing your PBN for their site. So the general idea is that you wouldn't just have one swap partner. Yes, if you have one swap partner and you own 6 websites and they own 6 websites and you each have 3 money websites and you do this, you're going to end up with about the same link profile. Not the end of the world, but the concept is that you'd want a large group of people and you would want to swap with multiple people. And when you look at the swap method, this is really what it entails, and this is how it kind of changes from up here. First of all, you're going to notice in here, this example, I still have 3 money websites. Here, here, and here. I don't know why I named them all number 1. They should be 1, 2, and 3. And then I have the personal PBNs that you would own right here. Again, I don't know why they're all number 1. They should be 1 and 2. But so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this example, you only need 6 PBN websites, and in the standard example, you would need 12 PBN websites. The estimated cost of $600 for 6 websites, this is the rough cost that I was estimating a PBN back a while ago when I first did this. I get my PBN websites nowadays much, much cheaper, way lower cost. But it's still nice to be able to leverage that power with other people to just rank things whenever you want. So that's why the swap method is still valid and very, very profitable when used to rank your sites. So looking at the method here, you have 6 PBN websites, and instead of just building them all to your money sites, you're going to use the swap method. And the first thing you'll notice is that if you have multiple swap partners, your link footprint to your website is completely different. Right now we have 3 separate websites with 3 separate link profiles, and you have your 2 main PBN sites. You link each one of those to a money site, and then you do 5 swaps. 5 swaps on this one, and 5 swaps on this one, and now this money website has 12 backlinks, 12 PBN backlinks. And essentially what you just did is you did this up here, these 12 PBN websites. So if you cut out these other 2 money sites, just look at this first one. In order to do this, say you were estimating the $100 a PBN, So this is $1,200 to get this link profile from these 12 PBN websites to your money site. You come down here to the swap method, it's $200. $200 and you get the same profile, the 12 PBN links to your money site. Same power, same everything, cost you a fraction of the cost, and in all honesty, the profile, the link profile, footprint, everything, in my opinion, SEO wise, is just better than having all these links crisscrossing from your private blog network. Not saying again that you won't have links, like you swap with a partner and you swap with them again. So now you have two PBNs linking to each other's money site. Don't overthink this. Don't sit there and say, okay, I got 5 partners and I got to swap with him once and can't swap with that one, and make this all complicated. You could just swap with people. Okay, if you have 5 people you regularly swap with, don't overthink it. You really need to be doing more than just PBN links in your SEO to begin with. So that right there needs to be said. But with that said, using the swap method, you can see how you can drastically lower your cost. And when you actually look at the amount of links you can put on a private blog network website, up to 12, 15, even 20, I did a little example here. Now, if you had 2 PBN websites and you did 16 swaps, one on each one, for the $200 estimated $100 cost per private blog network website, you essentially could have 34 private blog network backlinks for $200. That is the power of the PBN swap method, and this is why I highly suggest doing this. If you are new to building a PBN, if you are just trying to obtain those links, you don't have a huge budget to work with, this is definitely a method to look into. So now I just want to talk for a moment about how to swap links. I get a lot of questions. Should you write the content for your partner's site, or should you write it for your own site? And how do you determine if it's a fair swap, and blah blah blah. Most of this, I'm going to say right off the bat, comes down to you communicating and talking with your partner about what the swap entails. Okay, are you guys going to include a Wikipedia link or an authority link? Are you both going to include a picture in the swap? Is there going to be video in the swap? Are you going to swap just one link to your money site, or are you going to swap 2 links? And then each one could choose what type of link they are. There's a lot of different things that you generally can decide with your partner how you want to do it. The few things that I do when I swap links, though, is first of all, you want to look at your partner's site. If it's a site that you would not buy or purchase for your own private blog network, it is not a site you want to use. So you kind of want to treat your partner's site as if it was your own website. That is the easiest way to look at it and say, is this worth it for me? Do I want to do this? So if it's not a PBN website, if you feel like it's spammed or it's just not the type of quality you're looking for, it doesn't match up with your SEO strategy, whatever the reason is, just politely tell them that you need to use a different site, or you can't swap with that site, whatever. Um, the other thing is obviously repeating anchor text comes up a lot. I don't use my main money anchor text in PBN swaps. I like to be able to control my straight on anchor text links. Not to say I won't put an anchor text link in a swap, because sometimes you need that anchor text relevance to push your site up there. And if you're starting off with only a 5 or 10 site private blog network, you're going to want to put some anchor text links on someone else's site. In general, though, I try not to put my exact anchor text. You know what I mean? I try to use different variations where I'll do most of my branding links and long tail links for my swaps, and then I'll keep my private blog network for my exact match and the things that are a little more risky that I would like to control in the future in case of updates or who knows what. You know what I mean? If your partner's web PBN website gets de-indexed or goes down, now your main anchor text link is gone and you can't bring their site back up. You have to just go replace it, as opposed to replacing just another branding link or a URL link. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense. I also want to mention, when it comes to who writes what content, I prefer to write the content for my private blog network. I can understand why you'd want to write the content for the swap partner, the content they put on their website, because you may want to structure that in a certain way so it adds relevance or power to your links. But that I think is more should be discussed with your partner. How are you going to structure the content? Are you going to put your keywords in the titles as alternate text for the pictures? But personally, at the end of the day, I want to write my own content for my PBNs. I want it to be quality content. I want it to be something that I would approve on my PBN, because at the end of the day, my PBN is my asset. It's not my swap partners. If something bad happens to my private blog network website, yeah, my partner loses a link. I lose my investment, the money that I spent on my network site. So I like to control what happens to my private blog network. I like to make sure that I write the content for my site. So I'll get together with a swap partner. Essentially, we decide, are you going to use wiki links, authority links, pictures? Then they give me their URLs and their anchor text. I give them my URLs and their anchor text, and then I go post my post on my PBN with their links, and they go post on their PBN with their links. And it's really that simple. I keep it that simple, and obviously you're going to know what site you're posting on and everything before you get to that point. So with that said, you could always let me know if you got other questions in the SERP focus group. Be sure to comment there. But like I said, keep it simple. If it's not something you would do with your own PBN, don't do it with someone else's. Okay, basic stuff. Now I want to go over a few techniques that I also used and just kind of came across as I was using this swap method. The very first method is the private swap network. And this is basically just the concept of buying a private blog network website purely for the use of swapping links. And this is even more important when I get into the second strategy I'm going to talk about. But the nice thing about this is it allows you to go out there and break into niches that maybe you have no traction in, or even swap links with partners that may not be the perfect fit with your niche, or they might not want to swap with you because you're not 100% niche relevant to them, but they have some really good, powerful links, so you can offer a niche specific website to them and in return get a link on their high powered, relevant website. And really the idea is, like I said, is that you can buy these different networks. So here you see I have a financial swap network, a health swap network, marketing swap network, and you do the links with these different niches, and then you can get those swaps back to your money site. So if you're in the health niche, or say you're not in financial, health, marketing, or home, say you're in some general design niche, or interior design, which kind of goes into the home niche. But my point is so you have one home PBN, right? And you can only swap so many times with that. And you got other people that have other niches. They're looking for swaps in financial, health, and marketing. So you can go buy a PBN in financial and then go swap with the financial guy and put a post on his financial site about how to get funds and loans or whatever for your interior design project or something. And then you can put a financial link for their website on your financial PBN. And really, this just opens you up to more swap partners. And it also gives you more leverage, because when you have 20 different niches that you can swap links in, or even if you're selling links, it's the same concept. If you have more resources and more areas that you can provide, you have more that you can leverage. So using the private swap network is really great to leverage those niches that you aren't really a part of, but that other people are, and you can leverage those private swap network websites to get those additional backlinks with other swap partners. Now, more importantly, with the private swap network is the second method, the tier 2 swap method. And this is the big secret. This is something that I've been doing to boost my PBN links, and it gives you a major boost. Really, what this is swapping a PBN link, but instead of swapping with your partner, I mean, they may want a link to their money site. that doesn't matter. But when you give them your link and your anchor text, you're going to give them your private blog network website and the blog post or the homepage. Mix it up. You're going to mix it up. This one might go to the homepage. This might go to the blog post with your links. This one might go to an inner page without any links, but inner links to the blog post with links. You kind of get the idea. You're building private blog network links to your private blog network. But what you want to do is get the private swap network. So you're going to go buy a private blog network website just for the purpose of building tier links to your PBN. And normally, if you were to build a network of PBNs to build to your PBNs and you were crisscrossing links like this, if these were PBNs, this would be a big problem. I can tell you that right now. If you had a bunch of PBN links crisscrossing to 3 other PBNs and then these all linked back to the same money website, that would not be good. But with the PBN swap method, you can eliminate that footprint without any worries and do all this extremely cheap by just buying that one site. And like I said, I was estimating PBN sites at about $100 before. I can get PBN sites anywhere from $10 to $50 fully set up. It all depends on the method I'm using and all that other stuff. But with that said, for say about $20 on average, I could build 10 PBN links to my private blog network website and boost that sucker, supercharge that sucker, and that'll give your money website a huge boost. This, like I said, this is one of the biggest tactics that I've used to boost my PBNs extremely cheap. It gives me great results. So if you're not swapping links just to get more links to your money website, utilizing the swap method to boost your PBNs, I cannot recommend that enough. I do highly suggest not using private blog network sites that you use to link to money websites, because when you start getting into the details, you can leave a footprint with their PBN linking to your money site and then linking to your PBN, which then links to your money site. Get a private swap network website, just a website that is only going to be used for swaps, and use that to build your tiered linking, because then you have no worries. Their swaps will always go to your PBN that's completely unconnected to this site, and then this PBN will link to your swap partners websites or PBNs or whatever. So with all that said, the PBN swap method, very powerful method, especially like I said early on if you're just getting started, don't want to spend a lot of money. The biggest problem I had early on though was finding swap partners. I was in a ton of Facebook groups, messaging different people. I had emails, Skype, I had just people all over, randomness, trying to find these swap partners. It was really hard to keep it organized. So I decided that I would create a resource for myself and create a swap group. And I have it on Skype. The reason why I chose Skype, for anyone who is familiar with Skype or not familiar with Skype, it's in a Skype group. And the reason I chose Skype is because it eliminates all the distractions, the Facebook likes, comments, blah. It's just, you go in there, you post if you're looking for a swap and what niche it's in, or you post if you have swaps available, PBNs available for swaps, and what niche they're in. And then you can message other people that have posted similarly to network with them and do PBN swaps. Now, all you have to do is go to Skype and add me. My Skype ID, it's michael.milas.ebmm on the screen right here. Now, if you come into the swap group, you're looking to swap links. The one thing that I'm going to say right now, very important, is the group rules. The swap group is not a social networking place. It is not a Facebook group. It's not a place to discuss SEO strategy. This group is strictly for swapping PBN links. It is the go-to place to post swap opportunities, find swap opportunities, and swap links. That is it. So if you're in there and you're posting a lot of messages and filling up the group with a lot of clutter, I'm gonna just take you out. So I'm just gonna warn you right now. If you want to post something in the swap group, say exactly what you want to say. I have swaps in these niches. PM me for more details. I'm looking swaps for these niches. PM me for more details, and post everything in that comment and post it, and then stop. Don't chat with people in the group, private message them. And the reason I have to be so strict on this is because, like I said, once you start getting all the clutter and this long feed of people talking back and forth, the group loses all of its value, because then it's just another place with a bunch of random things going on, and you're right back where I was when I first started swapping links with people. I have emailing people, Facebook groups, and just it was all over the place. It was a mess. So we want to keep this resource clean. We want to keep it high quality. So all we use this for is swapping PBN links. So with all that said, this is the PBN swap method. Highly powerful, allows you to save tons of money on your network, allows you to rank for massive keywords, very inexpensive. It allows you to boost your PBNs for next to nothing. This is a great tactic that you should utilize in your SEO. I personally don't swap too much anymore because I don't need to, but I'm going to tell you this right here. You can't really beat this. You can't beat a swap to boost your private blog network where you get 10 PBN links to your site for $10-$20. It just doesn't get any better than that. So with all that said, go ahead. You can add me on Skype. Just make sure when you add me that you request access to the group. Just say, hey, I want access to the group, and I will let you in. With all that said, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the group.